how hard they work. There's people representing educational institutions. Dr. Bender's on that board. There's people who are in business. There's lots of people who have given their God-given talents to producing contracts and working agreements, like Cindy Collins. She's an expert in developing all those working contracts with all the different groups and approaching us with every group that's involved. So when I talk about diversity and coming together, I think about everybody who's here and who represents this project. I'm talking about our city council and our city officials. I'm talking about Main Street, the board, directors. I'm talking about economic development in New Mexico. I talk about that. I talk about Main Street de Las Vegas and Main Street of New Mexico. These are just a few. There's engineers involved. There's all kinds of different people that are consulted on a project like this. So this project in particular, I love. It's because it is a true testament to the word collaboration and working together. And that's what I want to salute today. And that's what I want everybody to recognize today, is that we have good working relationships with each other. Good enough to have this project come before us, and soon enough to have it come to fruition. So as the construction starts and all these different areas are affected, parking will be affected, around these business areas and so forth. We look forward to those because those issues are good growing pains to have. That means that we're actually doing something and that we're actually having to stop traffic or divert traffic or something just for a very meaningful cause. And it's for a project like this, it's going to do so much for our community. This is a part of town that has been neglected for a long time. A project like this in this neighborhood is so magnificent for this part of town. This is a part of the tourist district, the railroad district, that has been neglected for a really long time. And to see this much money and this much collaboration and this much support for a project in this area means a lot. I'm sure it means even more to people who have businesses on these streets and on these corners and up and down the street. So today we come together and we celebrate community. This is community. This is collaboration. And I'm so proud of our community for producing a wonderful project like this. With no further ado, thank you. With no further ado, I'd like to get the program going. I'd like to introduce Daniel Gutierrez. He is the director of Main Street, New Mexico Main Street. And he will do the honors of introducing our very, very special guest who absolutely who just told me that she absolutely loves Las Vegas and the surrounding areas, and that's Alicia Keys. I'll let Mr. Gutierrez handle that introduction. Daniel Gutierrez, with your respect. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, and thanks for having us. And, we really enjoy being out here, and it's actually a beautiful day to do a groundbreaking and get some work started, right? I'm the director of the New Mexico Main Street program. We're a program in the New Mexico Economic Development Department, but we're also part of a larger program that's nationwide. Main Street now is a national program that focuses on downtown revitalization. We are licensed by them annually and accredited to have local Main Street programs, which Main Street for Las Vegas is one. But it's really about, as the mayor said, partnership. It's community development with the state, working with local entities, nonprofit stakeholders in a particular community and the local government, in this case, Las Vegas. And it really takes us all working together, pooling our resources, meetings, design, all that coming together to really get this going. And so the Great Blocks on Main Street was actually an idea of my predecessor, Rich Williams. He was looking at some communities that needed, you know, their facades. And we were doing a lot of facade squads where we were doing like 3 or 4 buildings, just sprucing up the front of the building. But he was like, what if we did a facade squad on the whole, on steroids, but on the whole streetscape, right? That's how he came up with the Great Blocks Project. And the whole idea was that we were going to really focus on 2 to 3 blocks, catalyze that area, make it more pedestrian friendly, walkable places people want to actually come to, and from that spur additional economic development through private reinvestment, people opening up businesses, and we're seeing that happen, I think, not just here, but all over the state. This is our second Great Blocks on Main Street project that we did, and I remember calling Cindy Collins when she was the director back then to convince her to apply for this, because I thought this would be a really great place to do a Great Blocks on Main Street project. But we appreciate the city, all that they're doing to facilitate the funding that we're moving, and I know this is just the first and second phase, but we look forward to doing the third phase as well. So thanks for being out here. It's only the beginning, because part of this process is focusing on additional building rehabilitations, bringing in new businesses, creating events, those type of things. And that's kind of what the Main Street organization is going to be doing going forward after things get constructed. So it's supposed to be us, we're creating a vibrant space. So with that, I do want to introduce our Cabinet Secretary, Alicia J. Keys. She's been a super big supporter of Main Street since she came on with this administration. We couldn't be happier to have her. She's worked tirelessly just to get us the resources we need to support your communities. And I think she really got it from the beginning, just how the work that we do, community development in our downtown, supports the work that the department does overall, and that's to create jobs. And this is another part of that. So please do welcome Alicia J. Keys, and I'll turn it over to her.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniel, and also to Jess. You guys do an amazing job with Main Street, and they helped get me here and also help prepare me for all of this. I want to thank the mayor, very much so, and also City Councilman David Romero. I know you're back there. City Manager Leo Maestas. Where'd you go? Around here also. Deputy City Manager April Gonzalez, also for inviting me to the celebration. So I know some of you came because you thought the singer was going to be here. It's not. And some of you came because you're my family and you live here. So I slightly stacked the audience with my family. My mom actually grew up here, and they had a place in Sapeo, but my grandparents also used to run a grocery store here. Linda, do we know what street that was on?
7th Street.
On 7th Street. And then Linda and Bill are here, and also Vicki and Daniel. So it's a pleasure to be out here. I really do consider this like a second home, and it's really one of my favorite places in New Mexico. I'm continually impressed by this city when I see what's going down here with the Castaneda, with the Rawlings building, with the Buena Vista Physical Therapy and Wellness, the Wells Fargo building, and the Rough Rider Antiques. Just, you guys are really killing it, and it's a pleasure to come up here and to spend the night and to do some hiking and spend some time with my family. So I really appreciate it. But today we are here to celebrate the historic Las Vegas Railroad District's Great Blocks project. So as Daniel was saying, Great Blocks is part of the New Mexico Main Street program. And these projects dramatically upgrade like 2 to 3 blocks of our most amazing cities, our most amazing towns in New Mexico. They're probably the places that I enjoy visiting the most. One of the things that we have in economic development, we have Main Street, we have film and television, we have the spaceport, but we also have outdoor recreation. And one of the things that we're going to be looking to do is really looking at these Main Street towns and seeing how we can tie outdoor recreation to them. So people can come and visit, they can go for a hike, they can go for a mountain bike, they can grab a beer, they can go to the antique store. So that's going to be something that we really focus on in the future. So in terms of the financing for this project, I believe it was actually in 4 tranches. And as Daniel said, it really happened before I got here, so I can't really take all that much credit for it, but I'm really happy that it's happening in Las Vegas. So, and he also alluded to the fact that for the first time, we received $10 million in capital outlay for the Main Street program. So some of that money is coming to you all, and some of it is going to other towns around New Mexico. And that's really not possible without our legislature. So I'm not sure if they're here or not, and if you are, please yell out. But Representative Ambrose Castellano, are you here? Well, and also Senator Pete Campos, and all of the senator members, because without them and without their continued support, we just wouldn't have this kind of development, economic development happening throughout our state. So I think that New Mexicans really recognize how important these projects are. It's accessibility for pedestrians, it's support for businesses and private investments, it's upgrading public utilities, and it's also really beautifying the district. This project specifically is a multi-million-dollar project that's phased in with 4 phases, and it's really to focus on the economic vitality of the district. The residents, the visitors, the businesses, the property owners will hopefully all benefit from this incredible, tremendous project. So we're breaking ground on the first 2 phases, and as we said, it didn't happen overnight. It was really brought in 2016, and everybody played a part in this project. I get to stand up here and talk about it, but it's really the collaboration that happens with the state and the city and the county and the municipalities and the people, because you all are what makes it happen. So I really want to thank you for that, and thank you for inviting us to New Mexico to participate in this and to participate financially. A lot of communities don't realize the more we see you, the more we talk to you, the more you're in our head, and we want to help you out. And when you have a passionate group of people like this community that has come out today, it makes it very, very easy. So thank you. Thank you also for what's going on at Highlands. It's fantastic. I know we've had a lot of time to talk. City Councilman and I have had a lot of time to talk. So you really have a wonderful community, and we're just happy to be here, and we're excited about the dedication. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Rena.
All right, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, first of all, because everyone has already been thanked, and also because I'm terribly nervous. I'm trying to remember everything I learned in public speaking 101 20-some years ago. So anyway, welcome. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for showing up. Can you hear me? All right. I haven't held a microphone in a very long time. But yes, so first of all, thank you to the City Council. Thank you to the city. This has been such an amazing partnership and collaboration. I've only been president for a few months, so thank you to Stella, who started this off. Actually, if we could have all of the Main Street board members stand up, please. Past and present. So thank all of you. Thank you, Michael, who has been amazing for the last 2 years, 3.5 years. Sorry. It's just been wonderful. It feels like times. Gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to check my notes. Sorry. Thank you, Sam, for organizing all this food. Go get some cookies, some water, some drinks, some snacks. Take it. Stash some cookies. I saw napkins, so. And let's see. All right. I'm going to turn this over to Cindy, who is the one who got this all started and is an amazing.
We can tell them the story.
Yes.
So we had George Radnovich, the engineer from Site Southwest, coming, and he got stuck in traffic between Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and he's still stuck in traffic. So Cindy is going to give us the background on the project because she started the project during her tenure.
Hi, everyone. What a great turnout. Thank you, guys. I loved when Michael said the engineer couldn't come, could I speak for 5 minutes about engineering, which I cannot. It's going to be beautiful. There will be events here to take some of the stress off of the Plaza Park. It'll be beautiful, pedestrian friendly, new landscaping. But I am supposed to talk about the history. You all heard it started in 2015. I was writing yet another grant for wayfinding signage, which has taken 10 years and is going to go up this year, right? So my point is, it takes a long time to get stuff done. You just have to pursue and be patient. Daniel did call and convinced me to change my mind, and we wrote this. We were the first of 2 cities given this first grant for great blocks. And we proved it through the help of Keith and Elmo and other staff members, showing vacancy, the possibility for economic growth in this area. We went through the State Historic Preservation Department to make sure it was compatible with the age of the buildings here. And we've gone through 3 mayors, 3 city councils, 3 city managers, and I'm so pleased that this current administration has been so proactive and happy about this project. So that's the end of my engineering speech. Every Monday at 9:30, here in the depot upstairs will be construction meetings with the engineer, the city public works, and Michael, who is the expert on the project. So anyone and everyone can come and participate and learn what's happening on a weekly basis.
Okay, so now I think we're going to break the ground on this historic project. I think he's getting the shovels and stuff. I want to recognize Tom and Tina Clayton, because they've done an amazing, you can see the building from here, but they've done an amazing job and worked on it for almost 7 years. And finally, it's almost finished. It's at 99.7% or some percentage. So the drum's rolling, and we have pure gold shovels. We took a portion of the money from the project, and I shouldn't even joke about that. I'm sorry.
How do you work this? Throw it this way. You throw it that way.
Okay, we're gonna throw out. Okay, that's not over our shoulder.
Not a hope, though.
This I can do.
You want yeah, and then we want Marvin Cordova to come up. Arnold. Stop with it. Arnold and Maria. Maria. Miss April. Yeah, we're gonna take this to the community.
Is someone going to say 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3. Yeah.